Welcome back to Canadian North Resources channel with an abundance of base metals for the renewable future. Joining us to give us a bit of a high-level overview of the cap structure and again, reiterating some of the milestones to keep the eye on the prize. We've got Sophie, the head of corporate development, joining us. Welcome back.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
I love having you back on. So I want to get right into this with first and foremost, when you guys came public within the last year, you had a fascinating cap structure. Before we get an idea of kind of insider ownership, I know we had some recent insider buying, but can you just tell us what happened when you guys first went public?
Of course. So when we first went public, well, just prior to going public, we raised $20 million between 28 high net worth individuals. And then we did a direct listing with 270 some individuals to go public. So what the exchange wanted us to do is they wanted to take from that private placement those preferred shares, and they wanted us to put it in escrowed and restricted. So what that means for us is that the free trading shares are very tightly held, I guess you could say. And in terms of what percentage that looks like, so every 6 months, 15% becomes free trading. So right now, free trading, we just have over 66 million, and our total outstanding shares are 110 million and change.
Now, taking a look at the cap structure a little bit more in depthly here, do you want to give an idea between the insider ownership and kind of the rest of the share structure between retail and institutional? And I know there was some recent insider buying, so maybe you could touch on that as well.
Yeah, great point. So as you mentioned, we did have some insider buying recently. Our chairman, Mr. Shim, he supports us in the market very, very frequently. But just recently, as of November, we had two of our board members. They actually bought 5,000 shares each in the market, which, considering our volume, that's significant. And then just Mr. Shim, our chairman, just in the last, I would say, 2 weeks, purchased just under 200,000 shares in the open market. And that's, to support the share price and to also, they believe strongly in the project, so they also want to take a position. So to give you an idea what that looks like in terms of cap structure, the insiders own about 70% now, in total between everybody.
No, it really shows you how mission driven the insiders are. It's really good to see. And finally, just taking that broad view again, the 43-101 is coming up in Q1. But do you want to give us an idea, again, touch on these milestones of what we can expect from a drill program or what's coming up in 2024?
Of course. So we have that 43-101 that's going to be coming out in Q1. And then we're also going to be doing more metallurgical testing. So we expect to have news on that. We're also going to be doing environmental permitting, so there will be news on that as well. And all of this, leading up into that, what we expect to be another aggressive drill program for 2024, and then laying that groundwork for the pre-feasibility study, like we said.
And as these catalysts come into play, I'll implore the viewer to consider subscribing for those updates, because again, as that news hits the wire, of course, we're going to bring it to you here. But on that, as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.